So we're going to take a look at our recent buy in Arista Networks. This is the chart from the day that we bought it, September 27th. So the buy on Arista is going to be September 27th. The buy point was 182.64. We set just a standard 10% stop, and then we'll take a look at the actual chart at the time. September 27th. 182.64 was the buy. Had a little bit of a pullback after we bought it going into the close of the day. But the key thing that I want to focus on here is we'll take a look at the chart at the time, what the buy signals were, and how it's developed since then. So if we take a look at the chart on the buy, hovering right over the rising 50-day moving average. So keep this in mind, right at the rising 50-day with a 46 daily RSI. If we take a look at triple Q on the exact same day, it had lost the 50-day, was trading below the 100-day, relative strength 35. So we've got a stronger chart versus triple Q. And this chart really illustrates it. So this is the chart of Arista versus triple Q. So what we can see Arista versus triple Q was that Arista was trending higher overall versus triple Q, had a little bit of a pullback over the rising 50-day, but now the trend for Arista versus triple Q was improving. Back over the rising 20-day, relative strength is rising at 57. So what this shows is that when we made the buy for Arista, it was a much stronger stock versus the index overall. Another key thing that we saw is September 21st. This is the NASDAQ 100 McClellan oscillator. September 21st, it traded down to negative 92, which was the second lowest level or the second most oversold for the NASDAQ 100 going back to last September. So September 21st, oversold oscillator. Also that day, September 21st, NASDAQ 100 had pretty much of a selling washout. 6 stocks were higher and 95 stocks were lower. So September 21st, we had a selling washout in NDX. We had the oscillator reach the second most oversold. And then if we take a look at Arista versus triple Q, after that oversold washout here, Arista was starting to trend higher versus triple Q. Nice outperformance that day, and the trend was rising higher. So now if we take a look at how it's developed, here was our buy right over the rising 50-day. We can see Arista's been higher most of the time since then. Upside volume has been higher than the downside volume. And if we take a look at the weekly chart, Arista just came off a very strong week, up 5.4%. It's over all the key moving averages. It's got 3 rising moving averages, and the S&P 500 is just coming off of a test at the 200-day moving average, and Arista is just a few dollars below a breakout to new all-time high. So this is a stock that we're still holding. It's been on our members' top 25 list for a while. It's been a recent chart of the week, chart of the day. And one of our tech positions that we're expecting to break out, hopefully this week. So if you enjoyed the video, you can visit the website, bluechipdaily.com. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube at bluechipdaily. So I hope that you enjoyed the video, and we hope to see you online soon.